All right, so I'm in the very back behind the creek, on the other side of the creek, very back spot, and I've had the cows in here for a day and a half. I want to keep them in here for a little bit longer, a few days, to get them to get this stuff trampled down. There's not much good feed in here, so I'm unrolling hay, and they seem pretty happy with the hay. I had the hay in here and they're not really getting into it too much, but we had, some spots with grass. So they've eaten that. I'm checking the manure piles. They look pretty good still, nice and flat. Worried about them stacking up, getting too much fiber. Here's one. So hay's not really going to help with that either. But I need this. Most important part of animals grazing them is the ground, the soil. So I have to do a little bit of things I don't want to do, like keep them over here, not move them every day, to get this to get cranking. So when they get back, or the next generation of cows that are here, it'll be better. It's a big area. I can't divide it off into small paddocks because of lack of water and fencing. So we're going to keep the cows in here. I'm probably going to keep them in here for about 5 days, and I'll just keep feeding hay, watching the manure. If it really starts stacking up, I may have to go get them a protein tub, which isn't the end of the world. I don't really like feeding that. I only want to feed the what's available here, but there's nothing really bad in a protein tub. It's just not natural grass that's here. But we'll keep an eye on them. I don't want them to lose any weight or have any problems, but I also know that the fastest way to recover this is cattle impact, animal impact, and a long rest period. So probably hammer this 4 or 5 days, stay off of it for 30, 45 days, and then get on it again. That'll push us into September. So we'll hit it again in September, and maybe once more in October, and then let it rest all winter into early spring. So the important thing right now is to get this hay consumed by them, and them manuring the good seed that's in it out, and the get a little impact on the ground. We'll get some clover and stuff coming up, I'm sure of it. I have done this quite a few times. This is probably the worst condition of any paddock I've moved cows into as far as good forage, but I have them opened all the way up there. You can probably see that reel. Cattails are supposed to be decent forage, but they ate them for a day and then they just don't like them anymore. So, and they have all the way up there to the fence. There's still a good amount of clover over there, so they go over there at nighttime and eat a little bit, but especially when it's hot. This is a nice spot because all morning that's all in the shade, and then as we come into the afternoon, that little spot goes into shade. So that's another reason why I really want to get this productive again. I don't mind them. Right now they're laying on the hay. They'll probably poop all over it. That's fine. I don't care how much they eat or don't eat. Well, I want them to eat some of it, but I don't care how much they don't eat. It's fine. Leaving it behind, it does take a little bit longer to break down, but unrolling it like this, it'll break down a lot quicker. I did put the bales initially in the worst spots of those ferns, to get them smashed out of existence. But they'll be a nemesis for a couple years. We'll get that taken care of. Cows will get it taken care of. But you can see right here, grass was really delicious and they ate that to the dirt. I don't love that. But a lot of this is, if you look down here, see my foot? A lot of it's brush stubble. So it's gonna take some impact to get that to go away and get the grasses up. But we will get there. Most of these manure pats look perfect. See, you look at it, it's still got some nice green to it. There's not a bunch of undigested fiber. So that's what we're really looking for. And then I can go find this one over here that's stacking up a little bit. And this animal, see, it has a little bit of undigested fiber in it, so definitely not the greatest forage. And there's a lot of broom sedge in here, but I've dealt with broom sedge before with cows. The best way to deal with that would be to get in here and clip this after we graze it. I don't know if we will, but if we could clip that, it comes back when it's vegetative. They actually seem to like it. They eat it right to the ground, and then it weakens the roots of the plant, doesn't get the seed, and eventually it starts going away. The other thing we can tell by just looking at what is growing here is this soil is, up in there at least, up by my ATV, it has to be acidic for those ferns to be growing. So we could come in here, spend hundreds of dollars on lime, and lime this and get a quicker response. But in my experience, the the best method for me to turn soil from being really acidic to a little bit more neutral is to get organic matter on the ground. So we're going to get organic matter on the ground from them stomping these plants into the dirt. Some of them, the hay breaking down, and the roots of this brush. I'm not going to let this brush come back. The roots of that are going to get in the ground. That's going to be the best improvement in soil organic matter. So that's really going to buffer the pH a little bit. The pH in my garden, which isn't far from here, was a 5.5, and just by adding compost and chicken manure, I have it at a 6.5. So I raised it a whole point. This field, when I did a pH test on that, across the creek, that's all a flat 6. So it's not perfect yet. I haven't checked it in over a year. So it'd be interesting to see if we've moved it at all. I wouldn't suspect we have, but maybe just a little bit. So, and the way we do that, get more soil organic matter, is when we come in and we graze this or mow this, these plants slough their roots off. Those are in the soil, they die back because they don't need them anymore because they don't have the foliage to support them, and that adds to soil organic matter. And over time, nothing in nature moves real fast, but as the organic matter in the soil comes up, the pH will get back to neutral. Everything in nature will go to neutral if you kind of help it along a little bit. All right, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, all that stuff. Leave a comment, tell me I'm an idiot and that this ground is terrible. No, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Have a nice day.